Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. All right, guys, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the 49ers and the entire NFC West. Rumors are swirling from Vegas, and they're pointing to a blockbuster trade that could shake things up not just for the Raiders, but for the entire league. And yes, especially for us, the faithful 49ers fans. The buzz is that the Raiders, currently stuck in a tough spot at 3-10, are seriously considering trading Max Crosby, one of their defensive stars, and it could be to us, the 49ers. Now, before you get too excited, let's break this down. The Raiders are having a nightmare season, sitting at 3-10 with a defense that's been leaking points all year, an average of 32 points per game in 2025. It's no secret they're looking to shake things up, and the whispers around Vegas suggest they're open to moving their best pass rusher, Max Crosby, in exchange for some high draft picks, including a first-rounder and a young defensive tackle. They're also trying to free up around $22 million in cap space, which they want to use to rebuild their offense, especially their quarterback situation. So it's a classic rebuild move, cut costs, clear cap, and reload for the future. And why would the 49ers be interested? Well, Crosby isn't just any player. He's a game wrecker on the edge, a relentless motor that's been a nightmare for quarterbacks and an anchor for the Raiders' defense. He's got a profile that just screams fit for what we need. Last season, he was dominant, earning a PFF overall grade of 91. 2 in 2025, ranking second in the league. His pass rush grade is even more impressive at 93. 0, making him the top edge rusher in that department. He's also excellent against the run, with a run defense grade of 86. 4. Crosby's stats are eye-popping: 13 sacks, 58 solo tackles, 5 forced fumbles, 34 tackles for loss in just 13 games, along with 130 pressures, which puts him among the top in the league. The guy's a sack machine, averaging about 10 pressures per game, with some games like Week 8 against the Chiefs, where he recorded 3 sacks and forced 3 fumbles, showing just how impactful he can be. What makes Crosby even more appealing is his durability and consistency. Despite some injuries, like a sprain in Week 4 and a concussion scare earlier in the season, he's played a remarkable number of snaps, close to 97% in most games. Standing at 65 and weighing around 255 pounds, he reminds many of a Garrett, big, fast, and relentless. His stats are top tier with a minimum of 92 hurries, and his pressure rates are off the charts. The guy's a nightmare for any offensive line, and his ability to create pressure and force turnovers has been a key factor for the Raiders' defense. Now, why would Las Vegas want to make this move? Well, their cap situation is tight, around $8 million in space, and they're sitting at long odds plus 25000 to win the Super Bowl this year. Their defense has been decimated by injuries, with 6 concussions on the offensive line alone and a DVOA ranking of 31st. Their secondary has been leaking points, allowing 33 points per game, and their offense, led by quarterback Jimmy O'Connell, has been inconsistent, with only 17 passing touchdowns. The Raiders, it seems, are in full rebuild mode, and trading Crosby could be a way to accelerate that process, especially as they look to retool their roster after an 0-6 start this season. Rumors suggest they're prioritizing offense in the upcoming draft and free agency, and moving Crosby would free up significant cap space and draft capital. And for us, the 49ers, this could be a seismic shift. We're currently 7-6, hanging around in the playoff hunt, but our defense has been inconsistent. Our defensive line, ranked 15th in DVOA, has been a bit banged up. Nick Bosa recovering from a concussion in Week 11-13, Javon Hargrave sidelined with a knee injury. But adding Crosby would be like adding an elite predator to our front 7. His presence would elevate our pass rush, which has been good but not quite at the elite level we crave. Last season, Crosby contributed to 18 more sacks in 2024, and his addition could push our sack total even higher, making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. And let's talk about our defense. The numbers tell a story. Pressure rates are up by 80%, Sacks have increased from 35 to 54, and our run defense has improved with 18% more stops, holding opponents to fewer yards per game. Crosby's addition would be like adding a turbo boost to our already formidable D-line, giving us that extra edge in the playoffs. With Brock Purdy playing at a solid level, PFF grade of 75-0 and 22 touchdowns, our offense is also gaining time and space, but it's our front seven that could really make the difference in the postseason. A dominant pass rush, especially with Crosby joining forces with Bosa, could be the missing piece that takes us all the way to the Super Bowl. Speaking of the Super Bowl, the odds are already reflecting the potential impact of this move. The 49ers are currently sitting at plus 1,200 odds to win Super Bowl LXI, but if Crosby joins the fold, those odds could drop significantly, potentially down to plus 600. The key factor here? That elite pass rush. Players like Crosby with a PFF grade of 93. 0 would boost our sack rate by plus 24% in the playoffs, making us even more dangerous. And considering the Seahawks are also in the mix with plus 850 odds, a stronger pass rush could be the X factor that propels us ahead of them and straight into the big game. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This is a bold move, and trades like this are never easy. But if we look back at recent history, when the 49ers have made bold moves to strengthen their defense, it's paid off big time. Think about the Mack trade back in 2020. Adding that extra edge rush was a turning point for our defense, and Crosby could be that same kind of difference maker. Plus, with the coaching staff and front office always looking to maximize our Super Bowl chances, bringing in someone like Crosby makes total sense. He's young enough, just 28, to contribute for years to come, and his style of play fits perfectly with our aggressive, relentless defensive approach. And let's not forget the broader picture. The Raiders are in a total rebuild, and trading Crosby could be the start of a new chapter for them, one where they focus on developing young talent and accumulating draft picks. For us, it's an opportunity to add a player who can immediately impact our defense, especially in high-pressure situations. With so much at stake in the postseason, having a player who can elevate the pass rush and create chaos in the backfield is exactly what we need to make a real push for that Lombardi trophy. So in summary, this potential trade encapsulates everything we love as 49ers fans: aggression, strategic moves, and a relentless desire to win. Crosby's talent, combined with our current roster and coaching, could be the perfect storm that propels us back to the championship stage. It's a bold move, yes, but one that could define our future and set the tone for a new era of dominance. We're on the cusp of something special, and if this trade goes through, it might just be the catalyst that pushes us over the top. Keep your eyes peeled, because the next few weeks could bring some of the most exciting news we've seen in recent years. And I, for one, can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster trade? Do you think Crosby is the missing piece that can finally take us all the way to the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. We're in for an exciting ride, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Until then, keep the faith, and as always, go Niners.